Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do. We're on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day. We did drop our NBA Player of the Day last night with the Oklahoma City Thunder buddies, man. They fell short in the fourth. Led the entire game and just kind of fell short in the fourth. It happens, man. Hey, the Jazz, they go stupid, dummy, crazy at home. Overall, it was a winning day though. Had a 3-0 day in college hoops. I hit my plus money play in hockey, and I was 1-2 in the NBA. I had my Mavs, but I had the Magic and the Thunder buddies. So overall, it was a money making day. We'll bounce back in the NBA tonight. In all honesty, I'm not totally in love with tonight's NBA card. I might only have like one, two plays, maybe three. I don't know. We'll see. Um, but I'm not totally in love with tonight's card. I'm here though, gonna cook it up, and we're gonna try to smash it per usual. We've been hot here on the gym session. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward. What else happened yesterday? We cashed our Anthony Edwards points prop. I told y'all he's gonna go into Chicago and hoop. Um, I can't believe they pooped that game away though. That's typical. House of disappointment. Um, what else happened yesterday? That's all I can really think off the top of my head. Oh, Kyrie with the oop. Oh my God. I told y'all he was gonna go into Brooklyn and hoop too. Of course, revenge game. Yeah. So overall, money making day. We can make today a little better though. So let's try to do exactly that. I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Money Making Wednesday. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward. Appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls watching this video. Let's smash it per usual. Let's make some money tonight. And without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. First game up, we got the Toronto Raptors out on the road facing the Charlotte Hornets. Hornets, 6.5 point home dogs in this one. Hey, I'm not laying 6.5 points with the Raptors on the road. I'm not doing it. And it's not a great spot for Toronto either on this extended road trip. This is like, what is this, their sixth, maybe their seventh straight road game? Can't do it. Won't do it. No, sir. Not me. Give me Charlotte home dog here. Charlotte, I had them on the premium side in their last game against the Lake Show Lakers. Yes, it was a sweat because they was getting beat up on for most of that game, but they snuck in the back door, got the cover, which we care about. And in all honesty, as far as I'm concerned, I think Charlotte's a live dog here. I think they have a legitimate shot to win this game outright. The Raptors have not looked good in any capacity on this road trip. Yes, they had one win over the Bulls, but other than that, bro, it's been terrible. So terrible that their last game, they got their doors blown off, taken behind the woodshed by the New Orleans Pelicans. A 40-point loss, essentially, 38. Now you want me to lay 6.5 in your next game? Can't do it. Won't do it. Give me Charlotte, home dog here. They might beat these boys outright as far as I'm concerned. Toronto is on the do not bet list for a reason. When they get back home, when they got the entire country behind them, I know y'all love when I say that. I might look in their direction. But right now on this road trip, no, sir. Not laying this amount of points with the Raptors on the road. They might lose the game outright. Next game up, we got the Cleveland Cavs laying 11.5 on the Washington Wizards. Wizards, 11.5 point home dogs. I'm going to be honest with you, fellas. 9 times out of 10, I'm not betting this game. Reason being is, A, I'm just not stepping in front of the Cleveland Cavs. The Cavs are the hottest team in the league, essentially. Like these boys is just rolling. But since they're rolling, I'm starting to think they're becoming a little overvalued, and I wouldn't be surprised if they won this game by like 8. You feel me? Nice win, keeps the little momentum rolling forward, keeps the little streak they got going alive. But 11.5, I think is too many. I really do. But again, I'm not stepping in front of them. I think there's better places to be than trying to bet against Cleveland. Although I do think Washington does enough in this basketball to keep it semi-competitive and cover the point spread. I know Cleveland has beat up on Washington twice in the month of January, 140-101, 140-101 in Cleveland, and then 114-90 in Cleveland. That was on the 3rd and 5th of January. Now in Washington, double revenge spot at home, at the crib, fairly comfortable at the crib, as this is Washington's fourth straight home game. I know they're not playing very well, but I could see again them losing this game by like 8 points. Cleveland wins. Cleveland's most definitely the better team, playing the better basketball, one of the hottest teams in the league. But I lean towards the Washington Wizards. Am I betting this game? Probably not. But I come on here and talk about every single game every day. And in this one, I lean towards the Washington Wizards. Next game up, man. We got the Golden State Warriors laying 2.5 on the Philadelphia 76ers. It's an interesting game. Of course, Embiid. We got some news on Embiid. Reevaluated in 4 weeks is basically what they said. He did have the surgery. Reevaluated in 4 weeks. See if he'll come back and be ready to play. So we'll talk about it again some more then. I also see Batum and DeAnthony Melton and Robert Covington on this injury report for the Sixers. Draymond Green, game time decision. Andrew Wiggins, game time decision. And Gary Payton II is out. Chris Paul might be back soon, but he's still out, of course. Warriors won against the Sixers not that long ago. It was about a week ago. 119-107 in Golden State. Hey, I know that the Sixers did not look good in their last one against my team, the Mavs, and they lost the game before that to Brooklyn. They've lost back-to-back home games, but as I've told you guys many a times here on this jam session, one of my favorite spots to bet in the NBA is the bounce-back game at home that is also a revenge game. I love those games, and that's exactly what the Sixers are here. Sixers, I know they are without the MVP. I know he's the reigning MVP, but I think they do enough here. Golden State just doesn't do it for me. Golden State's not a good basketball team. They're not. They are what they are. 22-25 basketball team. I know they've been a dynasty the last few seasons. Hey, I love the Warriors. Curry, the light-skinned man, but it's not enough. Curry's just not enough, especially with Wiggins still game time decision. I don't know what the hell done happened to Klay Thompson. I'm not looking to lay points with the Warriors here. Sixers, they've been a great home team all season. You're going to give me them as a dog? I know they're not playing their best brand of basketball, but I like the Sixers in this one. Revenge game, bounce back game. Give me Philly here in that one. Next game up, man. We got the worst ATS team in the NBA going up against the best straight up team in the NBA, the Boston Celtics. Boston always kicks the crap out of the Hawks. They always cover against the Hawks. The Hawks are terrible against the number on the road. Boston blew the doors off of Memphis in their last one. I say all this to say I'm taking Atlanta tonight. I know. But I'm taking Atlanta tonight. I think this is a case of too many points. I really do. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Atlanta, bro. I think they're playing their best basketball of the entire season right now. I know they lost to the Clippers in that game, but if you actually watch the game, they were competitive. The Clippers was just hot as hell from the three-point line. If the Clippers shot a regular game, the Hawks would have won that basketball game. They played well at home, and I know they've been terrible out on the road, but I think this is a case of too many points. I want the points in my back pocket. Boston is the best team in the NBA. I think Boston is going to win the NBA Finals. But right now in this part of the season, I feel like they're kind of just going through the motions. They haven't been great against the number at home recently. They're a 50-50 ATS team, exactly. 24-24-2 against the number are the Boston Celtics. So we've made a lot of money fading them in certain spots this season. We've taken them in certain spots this season. I just think tonight is a case of too many points. So I'm going to take the Atlanta Hawks, who are playing, again, their best brand of basketball of the entire season. So it's my story. I'm sticking to it. Give me the Atlanta Hawks, man. Plus the points in that one. Next game up, man. We got the Miami Heat laying 7.5 on the San Antonio Spurs. I'm taking the Heat here. I almost never take the Heat as sizable home favorites, but they need to start getting right. In that last game against Orlando, they showed me something. I know they're on the back end of a back-to-back here because they beat up on Orlando yesterday, but they showed me something in that game. They did. They showed me that they might be getting ready to heat back up. So I'm taking the Heat here. San Antonio, they've been getting better against the number, but I just think they're outmatched here. I think the Heat are just a much better team. I think they get down on San Antonio in Miami. I do. Um, I'm not looking in the direction of the Spurs in this one. Not one of my favorite games. I hate laying points with Miami and Miami, but the way them boys was playing last night, if they come out and play anything remotely close to how they played last night, they're going to air out San Antonio. They're going to air them out. San Antonio is still one of the worst teams in the NBA. And let's not forget, Miami was in the NBA Finals last year. When they heat up, like when they play their best brand of basketball, they're one of the best teams in the NBA. It's just during the regular season, a lot of times they go through the motions. That wasn't the case last night, and they've been pretty bad in the grand scheme of things the last month or so, so I could see the emphasis being there. I think they blow the doors off of San Antonio. Give me the Miami Heat. Laying the points in that one. Next game up, man, we got the Los Angeles Clippers. Laying 7.5 on the New Orleans Pelicans. I know the other day I told y'all I was going to stop. Today's not that day. I'm taking the Pelicans plus the 7.5. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm taking the New Orleans Pelicans straight up on the money line. I'm fading the Clippers off this extended road trip. I am. If you like the Clippers, take the Clippers. Me personally, I don't. And I think they're going to lose outright tonight, in all honesty. I think they're going to get beat at home. They're coming off a significant road trip on the East Coast. First home game back is usually not the best game. The Pelicans, I like what I'm seeing from low-key. I think they're about to get back into that Pelicans that we know and love style range. They had a little rough start, a little rough patch. I think this is the statement game here for the Pelicans. We've already seen New Orleans beat the Clippers in Los Angeles once this season. Granted, it was way early in the season. So really in the grand scheme of things, that probably doesn't mean that much. But I'm fading the Clippers' ass. I'm fading their ass. Short, sweet, simple. I'm fading their ass. I'm taking the Pelicans plus the points and money line. You're going to give me 2 times my money fading the Clippers in this bad of a spot? I think it's like plus 230 currently on the Pelicans money line. I'm there. I'm a Clippers hater. I am. If you like the Clippers, take them. Me personally, I don't. Not tonight. I'm going to bet the Clippers in certain spots moving forward. I'm not just going to blindly fade them. But this spot right here is a fade them type spot. And, of course, I'm going to do so. Last game up, man. We got the Detroit Pistons getting 12.5 on the road against the Kings. Kings should blow the doors off the Pistons. They're head and shoulders the better team, and they should go in here and beat them up. You know what I mean? That's what I think happens here. I think the Kings air them out. The Kings already aired them out not that long ago on the 9th of January, 131-110 in Detroit. At home in this one, they should do the same. I see Kay Cunningham and my guy Bojan Bogdanovic game time decision. Detroit coming off a pretty significant homestand, but the Kings are coming off a pretty significant road trip. The difference between the Clippers and the Kings, similar spots. The Clippers are playing a good team in the Pelicans. The Kings are not. They're playing arguably the worst team in the NBA in the Pistons. That's the difference, because I know some of y'all was going to say that in the comments. But it's the Kings here. I'm not even looking in the direction of the Pistons in this spot. Kings, if they come in here and play their best brand of basketball, they're them out by 20. So that's our last and final game of the night. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And, of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Money Making Wednesday. You guys can hop on my NBA Play of the Day. You can hop on something long-term. Or you can join my All Access Club. Plenty of things to do, man. The information for the All Access Club is in the description below. For the bigger bettors out there, you got to be able to handle the volume. But if you think the package is for you, text the number. We'll figure out a time to talk. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. See you guys later. Let's make some money tonight. I'm out of here.